This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Special Ops Punisher. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Mezco box, done in a black motif, with the Punisher logo at the center, and the Mezco Direct exclusive emblem on the top right. Turning the box around, we can see some really cool artwork of the Punisher across the back. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is the Punisher out of the box. And man, I freaking love this action figure. Mezco has done an amazing job with him. He's a perfect blend of old school Punisher and modern Punisher. The soft goods suit is so amazingly done. I love the style of what they've done here. All his accessories, his great articulation and paint apps just make for one really cool toy. This has got to be my dream Punisher action figure, and of course leave it up to Mezco to be the ones to give it to me. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So the Punisher does come with a ton of accessories. Starting off, he comes with a Gatling gun and bullet chain, 3 bullet effect pieces, a bazooka, a knife, a double barrel assault rifle with 2 magazines and 6 explosive rounds, a submachine Uzi with silencer and 2 magazines, a pistol with 2 magazines, and 4 grenades. And lastly, he also comes with a soft goods tote bag with working zipper, 3 interchangeable head sculpts, 4 pairs of interchangeable hands, and a circular base stand with the Punisher logo printed atop. And he also comes with a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with the clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Spec Ops Punisher. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Punisher. Now this is an awesome figure that caught a lot of people by surprise because one day we just woke up and boom, this figure was on the Mezco website for pre-sale and nobody saw it coming. We got no, early promotional pics and we got him and he's freaking awesome. I know he sold out really quick online. I know he sold out at the San Diego Comic-Con really quick. And I already know he's going for high prices, and I can see why. He's freaking incredible. And as far as I'm concerned, man, I love my Punisher that I already have from Mezco, but this guy is just perfect for me because he's a blend of like old school with a lot of the white and the gloves and the bells and all that with modern look in the tech suit that he kind of has. It's almost like a fiber, Kevlar kind of tech suit. It's really cool. The texturing that they have right here in the skull, I think is really good. You can see that. That just looks fantastic. Really nice. I like that a lot. Just looks so good. The belt and the details of the pouches all looks fantastic. But this is what I mean. You look in the suit right there, and you can see all that like molding, or I don't know how you want to call that, pattern and texturing and whatnot. It almost looks like he's wearing like a really tight vest around there, even around the legs. All this section just looks freaking cool, man. Mezco just does such great work. Like, it's crazy what they can do with their figures. I just think the look of this guy is awesome. You can see all the line work in there, whatnot, all around the suit. Just looks really cool. Man, I love this figure quite a bit. Like, damn, like a lot. So he's just very nice. Very sturdy feeling. I just love what they've done here. The head sculpts are always fantastic. I love the Punisher head sculpts that they've given us in the past, and this one's no different. We've seen this head sculpt before. We've got that one right there, just pops off on a peg. We also got the screaming one right here where he's really pissed off and getting ready to terrorize and whatnot. I think that's awesome. but I think this is the head sculpt we all wanted and that we're all going to display him with, is this one right there. Because look at that. That's freaking cool, man. Awesome tactical helmet mask. Just looks so good. Lots of scratches and nicks and paints. All the sculpting looks really, really cool. You know, me and a buddy of mine used to play this game called Army of Two. And this is what this kind of reminds me of, that game Army of Two. That almost like paintball type of helmet. But that looks freaking awesome with that. And the skull painted right on there. That's just, man, that's a cool looking Punisher. And I love that so much. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the accessories. So we do got interchangeable hands. You can see we have his pistol gripping hands, or his gripping hands, basically. We have some more open palm hands like this. Some real extended fingers like so. All the sculpting of all these hands look really, really nice. I like that. We do get some close-fisted hands, and he's falling over here like that. If I get him to stand, there you go, stay. So we got some close-fisted hands. We do get this like palm hand where he's like doing that kind of like punch and like breaking someone's nose and whatnot. I think it's very, very cool. We do get this tote bag, which I think is awesome. It's all soft goods material and whatnot. You can unvelcro this little section right here. He does have a working zipper, which is insane for a figure of this scale. You know what I mean? And there's like that. And you can actually put a ton of his weapons in there, which I think is very cool. And you can just throw this around his shoulder, and now he's like toting around all his gear, which is awesome. We do get a pistol, like so. We've seen this pistol before. Removable magazine, again, that we've seen before. Nothing crazy special. We also get a little submachine gun Uzi like that with a silencer, again with a removable magazine, just like so. I love that a lot. Love that the detail that Mezco puts into their weapons. We also get this assault rifle like so. Again, we've seen this before. Great sculpting, great paint. This does cock back and forth. We get these explosive rounds that you could actually put inside there like that. So if you want to just put them there and load it in there, you can see that. And then cock that back in, and then boom, he actually has an explosive round in there, which is, again, really, really cool. We also get this bazooka that we've seen a couple times before too. Great sculpt. Love the flat black used on this with some subtle dry brushing of the silver paint in there. Just looks very, very cool. Another great accessory. I love that a lot. But the one accessory I was really excited for was this right here. This big rail gun, this Gatling gun, which is awesome. The barrels actually do rotate, which is really, really cool. I love that a lot. I love how the handle itself right here is actually more of a polished black than the rest of it. It's more of a flat black. We do get some bullet rounds. You can just peg right in there. They do hold in there very nice, and those are a softer rubbery type of plastic, but that looks really cool, man. You can do some dual poses like that, which is fan-freaking-tastic. We also do get some little grenades and whatnot that I think are really cool that I don't really use, but it's awesome that we got those. I love the fact that we got this bullet effect piece. We got two of them in one figure. A lot of this kind of makes up for a lot of other figures that should have come with this, but we get two of these bullet effect pieces with this figure, which is awesome. And then we get this one right here with a 3-shot like that. So I love, and I know most of you do too, you kind of peg that into that, and you can kind of see like he's just tearing things up with his Gatling gun, which is awesome. I love that, and I love that all these bullet effect pieces can plug into any of his oh, there he goes again, any of his guns. That just perfect. I love it. I love what Mezco does with these accessories. Very, very cool. Last thing we do get is, of course, his Punisher stand. Again, I always say that Mezco creates the best stands. They're the best, in my opinion, at this scale. I love them so much. And just solid black with that white skull is just perfect to me. So very, very cool. All right, so that takes a look at all the accessories. Let's take a look at the articulation, because the articulation is actually pretty good on this guy. So head and the neck and arm ball joint rolls around like so, does turn left and right, looks up about that far, down about that much, which I think is pretty good. I like that. We do get pivot side to side. Arms can go all the way up about that far, down about that. We can go up and out about that far. There actually is a butterfly joint in there, which is pretty awesome. I like that quite a bit. We get rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, rotation at the glove, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a ball joint right there in the abdomen, so that rolls around like so, does turn left and right, pivot side to side, crunches forward about that much, back about that far, hip joints that kick forward that much, back about that far, can do the splits very nicely, upper thigh rotation, double jointed knees that work very nice, rotation at the boot, rotation at the ankle, ankles going up and down, slight ankle rocker. And one thing I forgot to note, we do get a knife. We've seen this knife before. It's on the back of his belt right here. That just holsters in there. And we get the same knife we've seen with other figures like Commander Rogers or Captain America and things like that, and the other Punisher figures and whatnot. So that's very cool. So overall, freaking A. Damn you, Mezco, for creating such a cool figure. I absolutely love this thing. This has got to be one of my favorite toys that I think I've ever owned. You know, and I'm not a huge Punisher fan, but I am a huge fan of cool looking toys, and this guy is freaking cool looking. So I actually take this right here. So if you can find him, I know he's like extremely hard to come by now, and he's kind of up there in price, so he's going to be kind of tricky to get, but he's totally worth it. I think this is one of the best Mezco figures that they've ever produced. He is incredibly looking, comes with a ton of stuff, great sculpting, great paint, great articulation. He is so awesome, and I know I'm saying this a lot, and I'm really just worshiping this figure, but he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to the standard release Mezco 112 Collective Punisher. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco Direct exclusive 112 Collective Spec Ops Punisher. Now overall, this has got to be the perfect Punisher action figure for me. Now I know not everyone is going to be into the Mezco style with soft goods, and honestly, not a lot of people might like that helmet. But I freaking love every aspect of this toy. All his accessories are incredible. Those bullet effect pieces are awesome. I love the soft goods material. That helmet is freaking dope. His sculpting, his paint apps, just everything about him is cool. And I know I've said that a lot with this review, but he's just a really cool toy, and I am so happy to add him to the collection. And if you're on Facebook, head over to my group, the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors, for all kinds of Mezco goodness. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.